right here, this part, this neighborhood, this zip code. If you're thinking of buying a home here in San Francisco and you haven't looked at the Marina District, this is one of the most compelling real estate stories in the entire city right now. I'm David Poulsen, San Francisco Realtor, and I'm standing right here at George R. Moscone Recreation Center at 1800 Chestnut Street in the heart of San Francisco's Marina District. This park has been a part of this neighborhood's DNA since the 1920s when Joe DiMaggio watched youth baseball games from these very bleachers. Robin Williams brought his kids here. Danielle Steele, Sharon Stone, real San Francisco residents who chose this neighborhood specifically because of the community built around this place. Today, I'm going to give you the most complete, honest, data-driven guide to the Moscone Recreation Center, the Marina District, and what the real estate market here actually looks like in 2026. No fluff, no spin, just the information you actually need. Let's go. Quick introduction for anyone who's new to the channel. My name is David Poulsen. I'm a licensed San Francisco realtor with over 30 years of real estate experience. And I have dedicated my practice helping buyers and sellers navigate what is genuinely one of the most complex and most competitive and most rewarding real estate markets in the world. San Francisco is not a market you can approach casually. Every neighborhood behaves differently. Every block has its own story. And the Marina District, where I'm standing right now, is one of the neighborhoods I get asked about constantly. And I get it. When people search online for Marina District San Francisco real estate, or is the marina a good place to buy, or Moscone Recreation Center neighborhood, the results are either too surface or too biased toward a sale. I want to change that. This video exists because you deserve real information. You deserve to understand what exactly you are buying into when you invest in this neighborhood. The history, the lifestyle, the data, the risks, and the genuine opportunities. That's what I'm here to. So let's start with the park itself. Because understanding Moscone Recreation Center is the key to understanding why this neighborhood commands the prices it does. Okay, so we're coming to you live here in San Francisco at Bay and Laguna. Let me give you the real story of this park because most people, even lifelong San Franciscans, don't know half of it. George R. Moscone Recreation Center sits on 12 plus acres between Chestnut and Bay and Laguna and Webster Streets, right in the heart of the Marina District. That's a serious footprint for an urban neighborhood park. It has been here in one form or another since the early 1920s. The park was originally called Lobo Square, and before that section of the marina was even developed, this was raw landfill, part of the extraordinary land transformation that turned this part of San Francisco from a tidal mudflats into one of the city's most beautiful residential neighborhoods. More on that shortly, because that history matters for real estate buyers. The field house was designed by architect John Lee Jr., San Francisco's city architect from 1918 to 1930, and built in 1924. This building is a Tudor revival in style, and it is genuinely beautiful. Redesigned libraries, hospitals, fire stations, and public schools across San Francisco. This building represents his vision of civic architecture as a community building. In 1929, the park was renamed Funston Playground. And then in 1978, just months after the assassination of Mayor George Moscone at City Hall, the park and the field house were renamed in his honor. Moscone had grown up in the marina, and as a boy, he played at this park as a young man, and he worked here as recreation program director. Renaming this park for him wasn't just symbolic, it was his return to his roots. The celebrity history here is remarkable. Joe DiMaggio, the Yankee Clipper himself, who grew up in San Francisco, had deep roots in the marina and famously watched youth baseball games from very bleachers in the early 1970s. This was his home turf. Legend has it he took Marilyn Monroe for a stroll through the park in the hours before their City Hall wedding in 1954. Whether that's precisely true or local lore, it captures something real about the marina's character in this neighborhood, where real people live real lives regardless of their fame. Robin Williams brought his young children here. Danielle Steele, Sharon Stone, the park known, according to local accounts, as a place where celebrity parents could let their kids just be kids without the circus of paparazzi. That tells you something about the community. In 2008, the field house underwent a comprehensive $8 million renovation, seismic reinforcement, an expansion of about 2,000 square feet, new lighting, a preschool room, enlarged restrooms, a kitchen, and a terrace overlooking the baseball diamond. In 2018, the East Playground was renovated, a new dog play area was added, and the tennis courts were resurfaced. This is a park that San Francisco invests and that maintenance commitment is reflected in surrounding property values. Let me walk you through what this park actually offers, because it is significantly more than most people realize. You have 4 softball and baseball diamonds with actual stands, bleachers for spectators. Little League has been a fixture here for decades. On weekday and evenings and weekends, these fields are alive with organized leagues for adults and youth programs for kids. There are 2 outdoor tennis courts and pickleball courts. Pickleball has absolutely exploded in the marina. If you're a player or thinking about becoming one, these courts are consistently in use and a genuine community gathering point. There's an indoor gymnasium in the field house that accommodates up to 500 people for events and community meetings, birthday parties, youth programs, volleyball leagues. This space is a genuine civic anchor. 2 separate children's playgrounds, a fully renovated East Playground added in 2018, designed for kids of different ages, and a second play area adjacent to the gym for families with young children. This is a major quality of life asset. There's also a dedicated off-leash dog play area in the marina, where an enormous percentage of households are dog owners. This is not a minor amenity. Dog owners know the quality of off-leash area in your neighborhood shapes your daily life. The terrace overlooking the softball diamond, added in 2008 renovation, is a genuinely lovely spot. Parents watching their kids' games, neighbors reading on weekend afternoons, people just existing in the community. This is what quality urban park designs look like. Picnic areas, accessible restrooms, drinking, water, community rooms for arts and crafts and preschool programs. The San Francisco Recreation and Parks Department runs seasonal programming here year-round. Winter 2026 programs are already scheduled. The park also has sports equipment. Borrowing with a valid ID falls equipment for the gym for residents who want casual recreation without commitment. This is a neighborhood amenity that genuinely adds daily value to living here. Now let's zoom out from the park and talk about the neighborhood itself, because the Marina District is one of the most distinctive, most livable, most consistently in demand neighborhoods in all of San Francisco. The marina is bounded by San Francisco Bay to the north, Fort Mason to the east, Lombard Street, and Cow Hollow to the south, and the Presidio to the west. Geographically is one of the gladdest neighborhoods in San Francisco, which, in a city famous for hills, is a genuinely significant quality of life. Walking, biking, strolling with stroller or a dog, the marina is uniquely accessible in a way that most San Francisco neighborhoods are not. The commercial spine of the marina is Chestnut Street. Running from Fillmore to Lyon, this is one of the best neighborhood commercial streets in San Francisco. You have Luca Delicatessen, which I love getting the lasagna there, which has been a marina institution since 1920. Independent coffee shops, wine bars, the kind of bookstores and boutiques that make a neighborhood feel like a real place rather than a franchise corridor. Chestnut Street rewards walking, and walking it rewards you. Adjacent to the marina, deeply connected to it, is Cal Hollow, centered on Union Street, running east and west between the marina and Pacific Heights. Union Street is a different energy from Chestnut. Slightly more upscale, boutique heavy, with Victorian stores, house restaurants, widely considered some of the best restaurants in the Bay Area. And nightlife, strip-centered with what locals call the Triangle at Fillmore and Greenwich. To the west, Palace of Fine Arts, the only surviving structure from the 1915 Panama Pacific International Exposition, a 110-year-old monument to San Francisco's ambition and aesthetics. 6 blocks from Moscone Rec Center, a UNESCO recognized landmark used as a backdrop for weddings, photo shoots, and afternoon wanderings on an almost daily basis. The Marina Green, a 75-acre waterfront park running along the bay, is 3 blocks north of Moscone Rec Center. From the Marina Green, you have unobstructed views of the Golden Gate Bridge, Alcatraz, and the Marin Headlands. On a clear day, San Francisco delivers with surprising regularity in the marina thanks to its microclimate. This is as beautiful as urban waterfront in America. Fort Mason Center, former military installation turned arts and cultural campus, anchors the eastern edge. Fort Mason hosts farmers markets. The Sunday SFFM Fort Mason Market is consistently ranked among the best in the Bay Area. Plus theater, art installations, restaurants, events year-round. The demographics of the marina have shifted significantly since the 1980s. What was once primarily middle-class families, longtime SF residents, has become one of these prime destinations for young professionals in their 20s and 30s, tech workers, and families with young children. A demographic mix creates a neighborhood that is simultaneously energetic and stable, lively enough to have genuine culture, established enough to feel secure. I really hope you like that video. This park, Moscone Park, right here in the middle of the marina, is really integral to the lifestyle here. People love it. I love coming out here. It's a beautiful park and it's very active every day, especially on beautiful sunny days here in San Francisco like this. You'll see tons of people out here. Right now, they're all playing. All the baseball fields are full and people are playing. So if you do like the video, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm David Poulsen. top San Francisco realtor here in San Francisco's Marina, and I'm coming to you live here in San Francisco's Marina. Also, look down below. Hey, if you have any comments or would like to schedule an appointment with me, happy to do that. Also, we have our San Francisco buyer's guide because this is definitely a different market. And watch for part 2, where we're going to get deeper into the housing and how this park affects the housing. This is a great place to be. All right, this is David Poulsen coming to you live here in San Francisco's Marina District. Bye-bye, everyone.